Hello and welcome to the first advanced part of this series of sculpting the head. Congratulations for going this far into the tutorial, and now I'm gonna share you an amazing secrets on how to actually increase the level of your art of your head sculpting. So the first thing is probably that you see is that the eyes, nose, lips, and ears, as well as chin, is not enough to make your face look normal. The face has some other things, which is the bones underneath and the muscles. As well as the shape. After putting these few things, started looking a bit weird. So I'm gonna go to the back view and I'm gonna start fixing the head shape. What I'm looking at is try to get a spherical shape. The bottom part is definitely flat, it's not a sphere, but overall it's pretty spherical. The side should be flat as well, bottom pretty flat, but it follows a nice oval shape. I'm gonna go to the top view. As I told at the beginning, the back is usually thicker than the front of the sculpt. The side is pretty flat, but don't flatten it too much. Maybe I'll start looking a bit weird, but that's fine. I'm gonna drag in, need to hide a bit. As well as I drew the ear a bit too far. Too high. The neck changes shape as well. And first fix the jaw. Everyone knows how the jaw shape should be like, but realistically, the jaw is pretty down. As a sharp cut going up. A more stylized kind of characters will definitely have it going very clean shape. I go somewhere in between and have it a bit down and up. That's what I look in forming. Don't be afraid to put on the volume, the mesh at the corners. I mean that at the side of the jaw. It's all good. Sometimes I like to crease it just so I see the shape clear. Maybe first draw sharp. It's gonna be a bit easier to follow the shape of it because it's much more visible right now. Even in the females, it's fine to do it. The face became fatter, which I'm gonna make a bit narrower. Okay, you can see that the face is changing very quickly. So what beginners worry about is making the features, but the exact shapes are not getting fixed. That's why everything looks so weird. Even if you're gonna get a perfect features, if your face is not fixed, it's still gonna look weird. Okay, so I told before that the nose and lips are way too much down on the face, and it's actually still bothering me. I'm gonna mask, smooth the mask. I just press A, I press and hold A and drag my mouse down and release. And I keep doing this motion and have a really smooth mask. Now I'm gonna drag it a bit more. Clear the mask. And it looks already a bit better. Another thing I told is that, yeah, we got a features, but we don't have a head, a face, muscles and bones itself. So the third thing, I like to shape a triangle. You should look at the reference photos of how the muscles are actually in the face, but I draw this one like that. And I told about the triangle. That's where I see the triangle. It's in this shape. It's where your cheek lays down, like cheekbone. I'm adding this because I'm trying to make a face smoother, as well as having this go straight. I'm gonna smooth and see how it changes the head. You see, if we just add everything and we leave this empty, it's gonna look weird. That's why we add more in between to make a shape look natural, because the skin follows the features. It doesn't matter if it's a female or a man, it usually goes the same. Now, what I'm looking at the quarter view. Quarter view is what the beginners mostly miss. Is have a shape, drop to the eye. Usually have a bump. Even on the mouth you can have a bump. Draw it down. Now fixing this is not that simple, because the quarter view is actually only the view where it not only depends. Okay, let's firstly say that nose looks this way, right? Remember the shape of the nose. Now, if I change it only on E-axis, it doesn't matter how I draw. The nose looks the same. The only difference is the shadow. Let's try it again. Everything looks the same. It's just the light changes. So even if it looks the same this way, if I go to side view, I see the difference. And the fourth quarter view, it doesn't matter how you go, you're always gonna see the difference. That's why you have to be very careful on how you change into Y and X axis, because it's gonna make a difference on both of those views. The simplest way is probably would be first dragging on one axis. I want to increase, so I'm dragging it out. It looks already better, but on the X it looks a bit flat, so I'm gonna drag it out on the X as well. Narrow the head. I made the chin a bit too high. Lips too separated. A nice face shape. While smoothing everything, you probably end up not gonna see muscle groups, which is fine if you're going for a stylized. But even for the realistic, you're gonna add it in everything later on anyways. I'm gonna re-mesh because I see a weird artifact. Save, don't forget to save. Now, what is left is going in further in and actually fixing every single feature again. The eyes, the nose, the lips, the ears, to make them look a bit more professional. Okay, and see you in another tutorial. Bye.